entrance of the academic seat. Please be seated. Let us pray. Almighty God, today our hearts are full of gratitude. This is the day that you have made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. We pause to ask your blessing on this commencement ceremony. Bless and strengthen Bermuda College staff, faculty, Board of Governors, and Dr. Green in her final days as our president. We thank you for her many years of steadfast service and leadership, and we ask your blessing upon her as she begins her new chapter. Lord, thank you for every graduate here today. You stood by each of them through hard times, loss, discouragement, and disappointments. You made a way. As Travis Green, gospel inspirational trailblazer and award winner, sings, when our backs were against the wall and it looked as if it was over, you made a way. Don't know how, but you did it. Don't know why, but I'm grateful. Today marks a distinct and profound shift in the lives of our graduates. Many years of work have come to an end today as they step into their new day that is ripe with promise, possibility, and purpose. May each of them be as bold as a lion, even as Joshua was, as they rise up as the leaders they were born to be and lead their generation across the River Jordan and into their divine destiny. May they be filled with your love and grace to live lives that are dedicated to service and building community. And may their lives be set ablaze with wisdom, curiosity, and a desire to share their knowledge and expertise wherever they go in this world. We ask this in the name of our Lord. Amen.
Good afternoon, and thanks to Reverend Dr. Osborne for that prayer. To the Minister of Education, the Honorable Diallo Rabane, Chairman of Board of Governors, Mr. Jerome Reed, and other board members, Chairman of the Bermuda College Company of Honorary Fellows, Mr. Randolph Horton, to the other honorary fellows, Commencement Speaker, Dr. Karika Weldon, Graduate Speaker, Mr. Jaden Cheeseman, Munson Vincent University Representative, Dr. Cindy Finley Thompson, Bermuda College employees, alumni, parents, family, and friends, our virtual audience, and our special honorees this afternoon, the graduating class of 2023. Welcome to Bermuda College's 2023 commencement. Class of 2023, congratulations from your BC family. Today we celebrate 113 success stories, 102 Bermuda College graduates and 11 graduates from Munson Vincent University, our long-standing external program partner. Let me pause here to thank Munson Vincent for their 23-year partnership with Bermuda College. It was in 2000 when the partnership began to afford Bermudians the opportunity to earn their bachelor's degrees while remaining on island. Every year, even though their graduation takes place simultaneously to ours, they ensure that a representative is on our island to present the degrees to those who elect to graduate here rather than traveling to Nova Scotia. So on behalf of the many graduates from the Munson Vincent program, I say thank you. In today's graduating class, more than half of the students are graduating with honors, having earned a GPA of 3.0 or higher, including 4 PTK Honor Society graduates. 6 of the Munson Vincent students are also graduating with distinction. Last evening, we celebrated many of these outstanding graduates at our award ceremony. Will those graduates who received awards last evening Please stand to be recognized. Congratulations on your outstanding achievements. You represent the best of the best. Class of 2023, I know you could not have gotten to this point without the support of the dedicated and committed administrators, faculty, and support staff of Bermuda College. Please join me in giving them a big round of applause for the support that they have provided you inside and outside of the classroom during your journey. Let's also applaud your family, your friends, your village, your tribe, who have journeyed with you, supporting you, encouraging you, and are here celebrating this milestone with you today. Renowned journalist Sidney J. Harris once remarked, "The whole purpose of education is to turn mirrors into windows." What a profound and appropriate statement for today's celebration. When we look in a mirror, all we see is our reflection and the limited area around us. But when we look out the window, the view can be almost endless. Class of 2023, whether you were a dual enrollment high school student, a traditional or non-traditional student who was starting your journey into higher education, or a Munson Vincent student who had already earned an associate degree, when you looked in the mirror prior to the start of your journey with us, you saw the reflection of your educational and life's experiences. And you also saw greater potential and possibilities. You wanted more, and you made the smart and economical choice to enroll at this fine institution. And for that, we are grateful. During your journey, you learned what you had to learn. You did what you had to do. You worked hard. You sacrificed your me time for some study time. And you juggled work and personal commitments with class and assignment commitments. Class of 2023, the reflection that you saw in the mirror when you began your journey with us is different from the reflection you saw this morning as you prepared for today. I know that the quality education that your professors, lecturers, and instructors afforded you opened up alternative viewpoints, challenged your thought processes, and expanded your problem-solving and critical thinking skills. They did not just impart knowledge, but pull things out of you that you never thought you were capable of achieving. And as Sidney Harris puts it, they helped to turn your mirrors into windows. As you journeyed with us, the windows of opportunities expanded and grew larger as you gained new knowledge. I encourage you to continue to thirst for knowledge, to remain relevant, and keep pace with the changes that will occur during your careers. This will be more critical than ever as a result of artificial intelligence and all the other emerging technologies that will continue to impact our world and change the way that we do things. Continue to seek knowledge and watch how your mirrors turn into larger windows filled with greater opportunities. Opportunities that will not only change your life, but change the lives of others around you. Walk into your destiny with confidence, seizing every opportunity that is presented to you. Class of 2023, whether your immediate plan is to continue your higher educational journey at a four-year institution or to enter or return to the workforce, my prayer is that each of your careers will be as fulfilling as mine has been. As our motto says, Magna Mirabilia Pretendi, great and wonderful things are foretold. As this is my last graduation as the president of this fine institution, Just allow me a few minutes to thank some individuals who have journeyed with me over the past 16 years. To the amazing BC employees who I have had the privilege to serve, thank you for your support in moving Bermuda College forward to where it is today as an accredited institution meeting the needs of our community. To my executive assistant, Ms. Belinda Darrow, thank you for all your efforts and assistance over the years. To the past and current board members, including the permanent secretaries that I've had the privilege to serve with, thank you for the opportunity to serve and trust in me to lead this institution. To the former ministers of education, and there have been a few, that I have served under, and the current minister, thank you for your support and also accepting our proposals for the expansion of the dual enrollment program, the introduction of the College Promise program, and the government financial assistance grant that helped to ensure that no student was hindered from attending Bermuda College due to a lack of finances. However, let me take this opportunity to put a plug in for an increase to the annual $300,000 financial aid grant to ensure that it keeps pace with inflation, the cost of living, and rising tuition. And no student will not be denied an education here at the Bermuda College because of finances. A big thank you to the Bermuda College Foundation for the more than $9 million that you have raised to assist in the development of this institution and our students. We say thank you. To my family and friends, for your understanding when I was not available and for your support and prayers along this journey. I could not have made it without them. And to my husband extraordinaire, they say behind every successful man, there is a strong woman. I can say without hesitation this afternoon that you have been a true source of strength throughout this journey. Thank you for all your sacrifices, your understanding, and your love. Thank you for allowing me to do me. Finally, but in no way least, to the thousands of students I have had the opportunity to teach and serve over my 38 years here at the Bermuda College. Thank you for the wonderful memories. Because of you, I have had a career filled with passion, purpose, positivity, and prosperity. To this phenomenal class of 2023, you will always have a special place in my heart as the class that ended your journey here at the Bermuda College during the same time that I did. Keep learning, keep growing, always give your best, and most of all, be true to yourself. I look forward to reading about your success stories, and don't forget to reach back and give back by helping others turn their mirrors into windows. May God continue to bless each and every one of you. Thank you. I now have the honor of presenting the speaker for the 2023 commencement address, Dr. Karika Weldon. No stranger to many of us, she helped us through COVID. Founder and owner of Cara Genetics, she is a biochemist, researcher, and lecturer here at the Bermuda College. And she has the distinction of being the first Black female founder of a genomics company in the world. Dr. Weldon, I invite you to address the graduating class of 2023 and their guests.
Good afternoon, everyone. Especially to the graduates. I am gonna just have a little conversation with you guys, if that's okay. Not ignoring all the family and friends, but this is between us, right? So I was sitting where you were for the first time, I think 12 years ago, and I got my PhD, my bachelor's, and then 8 years ago when I got my PhD. And boy, was it a journey. I can only but imagine. I mean, it wasn't always that you were excited to come here, right? It wasn't every day we said, I'm going to Bermuda College. Is that true? I gotta get some response from you guys. Not ahead or something. You can talk. It's okay. But you're here today, and that is the main thing that I want to focus on. The journey to get here was not straight line. It had some bumps, right? It had some bumps, especially because we had a whole pandemic thing that happened. But you are here today, and I want to charge you that your degree that you are receiving today is not just a piece of paper. It's not even just for you to say, I accomplished this degree. It's not just for your family and friends who are here to take pictures and be proud of you. What I want to charge you with is something that I was charged with, I think it was 12 years ago, that it is actually the key in the ignition. So I was told that my degree was the key in the ignition. And I was like, what does that mean? And I held on to that throughout my PhD. It said, it's the key, it's the ignition. I said, well, where am I going? Which car am I driving? What style of car is it? I don't know. Where am I ending up to? Well, I can tell you where I ended up. I ended up graduating with my PhD in 2015, becoming the youngest lecturer that was hired in the UK at the university I taught at, doing that for 3 years, and then going to my dream job as a scientific researcher at the University of Oxford. I thought I had made it. Nope. Then we had a global pandemic. And I remember when I was leaving Bermuda in 2008, aging myself a little bit there, I left here in 2008 to go to university. I was asked by those in the scholarship interviews, well, what are you going to do with biochemistry? I don't know. This is what I'm passionate about. I had no idea. But guess what? I was the one Bermudian, the only one, that went to do biochemistry and became an RNA scientist when we had a pandemic with an RNA virus. Right? I remember thinking to myself, I probably shouldn't have answered that call. I should have been asleep. I shouldn't have answered that call I got to come back. But here I am. I'm glad I did. But I'm saying all that to say that back when I started my degrees and I was told, they're the key in the ignition, it is the key in the ignition, I had no idea where I was going. I didn't expect to ever start a company. That was never on my to-do list. But here I am. And we've just, little plug myself, we just raised over $2 million. Just crazy, right? And I'll just say, even that, and I'm not saying that to, boast of myself, but I remember, I want to say it was like the first weekend in March, me and my staff who were trying to raise money had been doing it for about 3 months, and we hadn't raised much money. And I just sat in my room. I'm a crybaby. I don't know about you guys. I cry about everything. I just how I let things out. So I was sitting in my room. I was like crying. I was like, this is probably not the time for this. This is a bad idea. I'm going to have to pack up shop and go. But guess what? Literally, after that weekend, on the following Tuesday, we had an investor that came and said, we want to invest $500,000. So I was just about to throw in the towel and say I'm finished. But had I done that, we wouldn't be here today. So what I'm charging all 113 of you is that this degree that you have right now is not just a piece of paper. It is the key in the ignition. Can you say that? Just the graduates. The key in the ignition. I didn't really hear you. Can we do it again? The key. All right, you might know where you're going. In 10 years from now, you might make more sense. It has for me. But this is for you to make a change. And I'm not saying you have to, go and take on the world. But what I will say is that one of the things that helped me to get to where I am now is to know that there was going to be other young Bermudians and young girls and young boys who wanted to be scientists who would look up to me. I didn't have a role model that looked like me when I was coming through, and I wanted to be that person, and that's what I held on to. And no matter what course or what subject you have studied, there are young people in school now, primary school, middle school, high school, that are waiting for you to accomplish your vision. I know you all have an idea of what you would like to do, your goals, your dreams that you would like to accomplish. Someone is waiting right now. They're in school right now, enjoying around the field, but they're waiting for you to accomplish that goal so that they can be inspired and be sitting right here where you are in the next 10 years. So you cannot let them down. Bit of pressure, but that is the reality. So I'm so proud of you. Remember, what is your degree? Your family remember. Thank you, family and friends. Graduates, your degree is the key in the ignition. You're just getting started. And I'm so excited to see where you end up. Thank you very much.
Graduating class of 2023, please rise. Put on your sashes. Madam President, on the recommendation of the respective deans and directors, I present to you these students who, having satisfied their examiners and the requirements of Bermuda College's Academic Council, are eligible to receive associate degrees, certificates, and diplomas.
On behalf of the Board of Governors and the authority vested in the board by the Bermuda College Act of 1974, I grant upon you the associate degrees, certificates, diplomas for which you have qualified with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Graduates, please be seated.
Good afternoon, everyone. Madam President, I have the distinct honor and pleasure of presenting the following graduates from the Division of Arts and Science. The following students are graduates from the Associate of Arts, Art and Design program. Ella Marie Baldonado, with distinction. Tristan Hill. Maya Jones with merit. Michaela Nisbet. Kayla Raymond. Brianna Smith. Deanne Simons with distinction. Jordan Wolf. The following students are graduates from the Associate of Arts program. Jasmine Codrington Admead with merit. Jasmine is also the most outstanding arts graduate. Andrea Gonçalves. Zaire Lee. Lauren May. Students are graduates from the Associate of Childhood Education. Aaliyah Every with distinction. Lauren Burgess. Yukia Hall with merit. Yukia is also received the award last evening for the Distinguished Dean's Award. Sorabi Outerbridge Dill. Sorabi is the most outstanding early childhood education graduate. The following students are from the Associate of Arts and Science program. Ayala Doors. Owen Figueredo. Owen is one of our dual enrollment students. Tiffany Smith. Tiaje Trott with merit. And Tiaje is the most outstanding arts and science graduate. From the Associate of Science program, Sean Dickinson. From the Associate of Science Actuarial Science program, Michiko DeKiss, with merit. Michiko is also the most outstanding actuarial science student. Tasia Watson. Jonte Wilson with distinction. Jonte is actually the most outstanding, the overall most outstanding Division of Arts and Science student with the highest GPA. From the Associate of Science program, Education, Jaden Cheeseman.
Good job, Shantae.
With merit. Jaden is also the recipient of the Most Outstanding Education Graduate. Indasia Showers Reed. Quincy Jones. Madam President, that concludes the presentation of graduates from the Division of Arts and Science. Madam President. Madam President, I have the distinct honor and pleasure of presenting the following graduates from the Division of Business, Hospitality, and Technical Education. Certificate in Applied Technology, Wisdom Simons, dual enrollment student. Certificate in Electrical Wiring Technology, Jalen Bather with distinction. Ryan Hopkins with merit. Dejan Place with distinction and the most outstanding electrical wiring graduate.
Jordan Rose. Micah Simmons. Certificate in Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning, Shamori Fox, the most outstanding HVAC graduate. Matcham Simmons. Certificate in Motor Vehicle Technology, Audley Mullins, Jr. Certificate in Plumbing Technology, Dylan Lightbourne with distinction and the most outstanding plumbing graduate. Aaron White with distinction and the most outstanding plumbing graduate. Certificate in Wood Technology, David Proctor. Israel Sharif Furbert, the most outstanding Wood Technology graduate. Diploma in Computer Network Technology, Asia Daniels with distinction. Diploma in Culinary Arts, Carolina Carter with distinction, and the Butterfield Cup for Best Culinary Graduate. Naphtali Smith with Merit. Ashley Stevens with Mary. Javon Weeks. Isaiah Tucker.
Mr. Weeks, well done.
Yes. All right.
So proud. So proud.
Gideon Vedden with merit and the recipient of the Means Family Award for Culinary Graduate. Alea Wolf with distinction.
All right, Lily.
Diploma in Heating, Ventilation, and Air Conditioning, Dexter Tucker with merit. Diploma in Plumbing Technology, Miguel Pasawade with merit. Diploma in Hospitality Management, Deontay Armstrong. Melanie Hernandez, dual enrollment student. Shazmir Simmons. Associate of Applied Science, Culinary Arts, Takira Simmons with distinction.
All right, let's hear her.
Associate of Arts, Business Administration, Chastity Armstrong with merit. Ayana Keynes with distinction and the most outstanding general business graduate. Samantha Camara. Sarah Costa with distinction and the recipient of the Division of Business Administration and Hospitality's Dean's Award of Excellence. Felicia Desar with distinction. Katira Davis. Samai Don with Mary. Noah Fablo with Mary. Marley Jabal. Victoria Polo. Maya Peets with distinction and the recipient of the CPA Shield Most Outstanding Accountant Finance Graduate. Monica Pitcher with distinction. Jordan Pitt Brimmer.
Good stuff, Jordan.
Shania Simmons with distinction. I had another name in my paper. Shane Smith with distinction and the Most Outstanding Management Graduate. Takai Swan. Destiny Warner with Mary. Associate of Science, Computer Information Systems, Jordan De Silva with Mary. Bobby Johnson with distinction. Madam President, that concludes the presentation of the graduates from the Division of Business, Hospitality, and Technical Education.
Madam President, I have the distinct honor and pleasure of presenting the following graduates from the Division of Nursing and Allied Health. Sienda Barrington. Makita Bean. Jakar Chapman. Jakar was also the recipient of the Academic Achievement in the Associate of Science Nursing Program. Rebecca Darrow. Rebecca was also the recipient of Excellence in Clinical Nursing Practice. Melanie Gossa with distinction. Melanie was also the recipient of the Director of Nursing and Allied Health Leadership Award. Deidre Haywood with merit.
All right, Deidre.
Giselle Mohammed with merit. Sorry, she's not.
Well done, Deidre.
Shakayla Otterbridge. Sanika Smith with merit. Zaria Trott with merit. Desiree Thomas with merit. Gabriella was also the recipient of the Academic Achievement in the Associate of Science, Pre-Health Science. Kiana James. Talia Taylor. Talia Taylor. Destiny White. Bermuda. Daisia Jones. Madam President, that concludes the presentation of graduates from the Division of Nursing and Allied Health.
Dr. Sandy Finley Thompson. I present to you the following students who, having met the academic requirements as approved by the Senate of Mount St. Vincent University, have been awarded the Bachelor of Business Administration in association with Bermuda College.
On behalf of the Chancellor and the Senate, and upon the authority vested in me by the Senate of Mount St. Vincent University, I present you with the Bachelor of Business Administration in association with Bermuda College, for which you have qualified.
Here we are. Dr. Finley Thompson, I have the honor to present the following graduates of Mount St. Vincent University's Bachelor of Business Administration in association with Bermuda College. Zanake Douglas, with distinction. Sherry Fox, with distinction. Taiwan Parent Chief. Vernica Simons. Okay, Dr. Finley Thompson, that concludes the presentation of graduates of Mount St. Vincent University in association with Bermuda College.
Graduating class of 2023, please stand. At this time, please move your tassels from right to left. With this act, you are now graduates of Bermuda College. Please be seated. I now present Mr. Jaden Cheeseman, 2023 graduate, to give the graduate address. You will find his bio in the program. Mr. Cheeseman, I invite you to address your fellow graduates.
Good afternoon, the boards of, the Board of Governors, honorary fellows, President Green, the executive leadership team, faculty, employees, fellow graduates, family, and friends. This is crazy. I would never imagine myself doing something like this. I just had this strange feeling as my mom came into my room and said, I received a call from Bermuda College. I felt like something crazy was gonna happen. My mom handed me the phone, and it was the Dean of Arts and Science contacted me. I talked to the Dean, and what do you know? I'm standing here giving the student addressment at the 2023 Commencement. Who would have guessed I'll be talking to such an impressive group of people? Not me. I actually took a public speaking course at Bermuda College. It was pretty cool, honestly, but when I finished that class, I was relieved. I honestly felt like I had lost 15 pounds. But to be honest, I believe I'll never have to give another public speech again in my life. Maybe I was being overly optimistic. Seriously, I would like to thank Bermuda College for providing me with this opportunity to extend myself beyond my comfort zone and to interact with everyone here today. I am honored to be standing here today, not because I'm particularly smart or accomplished, but because I managed to survive 2 years of college without getting kicked out or dropping out. Thank you. Today is a significant day in our lives. We have worked hard to get here, and it is indeed a pleasure to stand here with you as we celebrate our accomplishments on this day. My time here taught me much more about myself than I could have ever imagined. I learned that if I truly try, I can accomplish anything. That leaving my work the night before is due is definitely not for me. And I could be a morning person, but only if I'm in bed by 9:30. For this, Bermuda College will always hold a special place in my heart. Unquestionably, Bermuda College was much more challenging than any of my previous educational experiences. Prior to attending Bermuda College, I considered school fairly easy. I never had to work very hard in school to pass a class with a B or better every time. I never had to work overload. I was efficient and fast worker, so I had everything done well before everyone else. I usually had some free time after most classes. Needless to say, I expected the same thing when I arrived at Bermuda College. Yeah, I was wrong. My first semester really unnerved me. I had never had so much work to do in my life, and I was honestly overwhelmed. I would start one piece of work, look at it for 30 minutes, scratch my head, and go do something different. I could not accomplish very much until I learned how to manage my time properly and to organize my tasks appropriately. This was a watershed moment for me. And after that, I was able to complete my classwork with minimal difficulty. Experiences like this have been extremely beneficial to all of us graduating today. Finding that many of us had similar experiences that have altered how we function, think, believe, and live. We have experienced some hurdles along the way, but we also had numerous achievements. We have learned a great deal from our professors, our classmates, and ourselves. As individuals and as a community of learners, we have grown. Now, as we prepare to close this chapter of our lives, we must keep in mind that this is not the end. This is just the beginning. We have a tremendous potential and limitless opportunities await us. We must keep working hard, must continue striving for excellence in everything we do. No matter how difficult our dreams appear, we must never give up on them. We must never lose faith in ourselves or in our unique ability to accomplish the unthinkable despite the obstacles we may encounter in our personal journeys. Always remember that life is about more than just work. Take time to enjoy the little things. Let us remember the lessons we have learned and the friendships we have formed. As we embark on the next chapter of our lives, let us carry with us the information, abilities, and experiences that will help us to succeed no matter the path we choose. And if things don't go as planned, which often happens, do not freak out. Keep in mind that failure is merely an opportunity to learn and improve oneself. But if everything else fails, you can always blame your parents for not providing you with better genes. In all seriousness, I would like to thank our instructors, families, and friends for the support during our respective academic journeys, for we would not be here without their advice, their encouragement, and their love. Congrats to each and one of you on your tremendous accomplishments. I am pleased to be graduating with such talented and amazing people. Let us go into the world and truly make a difference. Thank you.
What's up? I thought someone was going to introduce me, but I ain't that special, so. It's cool. Look in your things. Whatever. We move. Don't mispronounce it. It's Aisha. Anyway, so. Let's just go. Because it's cold sitting over there. Let's begin at the beginning. So the first time, and actually the last time, that I was asked to write a graduation poem, it was for sixth form, Warwick Academy. You ain't got to know the year. And so I wish I could find it because it would have just helped me and I could have just, substituted it. But I pretty much just talked about, I won't say cliches, but like commonalities that we find in all graduation and commencement poems, speakers, speeches. It's always like a little bit about their life. They give a little encouraging antidote. Key in the ignition, right? Yeah, I was listening, Dr. Weldon, I was listening. They quote things, somebody dope, they push you. It's all like, yo, strive to do your best. This ain't one of them poems, man. Because I'm not the best. More often than not, I am a mess. I'm wondering how I'm even here right now. No one introduced me. You saw that? Scared on. I've made more left turns than right ones. My whole life is based on me fledging when I'm not quite ready, failing consistently. I fall short in some way every single day. Case in point, I wrote this poem today. And I've known about this for weeks. You would think I would have effectively timed and managed, but I didn't. Procrastination is an ever-present, Fran. Trust me. Listen, you lot, I get it. I get it when you be turning in your essays that you wrote 20 minutes before that due. Like, yo, good for you. Like, you did it. Sure. Life has always been somewhat of a pickle to me, and I had to just learn to like pickles. And I always feel a bit rough around the edges, like I don't quite fit, not quite right, haven't gotten all the things that everyone else has, like even sitting next to my colleagues. I don't even have the proper regalia, cap and gown. I had to borrow this one. That's why they didn't introduce me. But this ain't about me. This ain't about me. It's about you. I just wanted to show how everything is not really neat to a pen and it's not going to really work out in your favor. And that's really going to be your savior. So listen, life is like the strangest dream that you haven't woken up from. Like one of those ones where you're talking but no one can hear you. Or everything is floating and you're like nailed down. Honestly, we're really just bumbling through an ever-present time space, hoping that we eat enough green stuff and take a jog every once in a while. It's like survival of the okayest. And I'm sorry, like, I don't mean to sound all like, this is it. But it is. Where's my boss? Listen, I'm gonna keep it real for the next few minutes. It was a gamble them choosing me to be up here, honestly. You like knew what you was getting into. Apologies, though, if feathers are going to be ruffled. You like can smooth them down later. We, and I say collectively, we, meaning societally, not really everyone on this stage or indie beings. I mean, as a society, we prepare you students very strangely for the world. You're expected to learn in a general, standardized way, like everyone's the same for like 13 years or so. You're supposed to know what you want to do for your life when you're like 18. I don't even know what I want to do tomorrow, man. That's crazy. You're conditioned to restate, rehash whatever you learned like a parrot. Say it back. You remember, but did you learn it? And what you do learn is how to crave correct answers and take wrong ones as a loss, as a character flaw, as a strike and proof of some weakness. This isn't true. You're going to need to get some things wrong. And you're going to need to mess up royally. You're going to need to not be perfect, even those of you who are perfect. Shout out to you, right? And real talk, shout out to that first assignment you'll miss in undergrad because you just had better things to do. Stay with me. This one's going to sound bad. But I truly do hope the worst for you. Listen, I hope that you forget your textbook in your friend's dorm room the day of an open book test. I hope that you have a 4-hour lab that you don't get enough rest for. I hope that you don't burn down the school by mixing the wrong chemicals, but I also hope that you hand in an assignment that was less than acceptable. And this one's going to split the room a bit, but I hope you cheat. I know. At least once. Honestly, I hope it gets you the best grade you ever had. Whatever. So that you can see how when you shortchange yourself just to get ahead, and I hope you feel it in your chest, that mistrust of self. I hope it makes you feel really sad. Man, I hope you get drunk at a frat house and throw up in your bed. And then you have nowhere to sleep, so you sleep on your floor. I hope your roommate trips over you on her way to the door. I hope you lose your credit card. If your parents give you one of those, I hope you spend all your food hall money on unnecessary clothes. I hope one day you're caught in the deepest daydream. I'm talking marathon micing in a class that's discussion-based. And I hope your professor calls on you to answer you and you're just lost without a trace. I hope your only lifeline, your only friend in this class who can't help you because they're midday high. And look, I know what happens in college. At some point, someone's going to be midday high and try to write a thesis or argue about it. Don't do that. Just tell them take a nap. But I hope you lose something that means something to you, that you know you'll never find again, whose worth is immeasurable. I hope you get your heart broken. I'm talking about that first real deal. Only gonna be if this person forever, don't care what no one says. I love them like every love song. My parents don't even understand this type of love. I hope though, it doesn't cause you to drop out of an important MFA graduate writing program because you're so broken and all you do is write heartbreak poems, not speaking from personal experience or anything, but I do hope you split in two and tear and rip so that you can restring. Listen. If you've been in my class before, you know that I tell you, failure's not the worst thing. It's a beginning. This is where you commence. And I'm not talking about today. Every day. After every pain. After every hurt. Every mistake. After each one of these, you start from scratch. Not just left off from, not nearest best. Start from where you don't have anything left. Build yourself up like Lego blocks or a game of Jenga that's about to be toppled over. And if you're faith-based, then you're all about a refrain. So let's take it back to the start of the poem. Begin at the beginning, which was all void, no light, only first words spoken. And shout out to science, how there was nothing, then bang. Cosmos, all of a sudden, how we learn language by babbling. Infancy, we say nothing for months, just noises and grunts. Parents are impressed. She said something. No, she didn't. How now you're all bones, blood, and muscle, and you once were a celestial floating speck. So have some self-respect when you fail. Do it brilliantly. Do it without grace. Fall on your face. Allow yourself to break. Become your own conquest. Scale the mountain of yourself. Man, sit in some self-doubt and then some. Hold yourself to moral ransom. What do you think commencement means? It isn't stagnant. It isn't just once. We have this thing, this whole pomp and circumstance, a ceremony to applaud, to commemorate, to celebrate. But this ain't even the important part. This is just the party. So that you can cycle back and remember the point. Remember every moment where you almost didn't make it and how one day you will and won't again. We'll have to remake yourself brand new. This is continual, not a one-shot deal, not get home free. You're gonna have to pull yourself up successively, over and over and over to redundancy. This is how you grow. This is why days are bookended with night, an absence of light, so that you know when the sun rises, we start again. And you'll always be able to start again. There is no low, no shattered, no failure that isn't made for you to be able to be capable to overcome and understand. So allow yourself space to mess up in every single conceivable way. Hopefully this was helpful. If it wasn't, I already told you who I was. This wasn't supposed to be perfect anyway.
Good afternoon, everyone. Right now, we'll do presentations for our graduate speaker. Dr. Karika Weldon, thank you for your warm and motivating remarks today. We are certain the class of 2023 will cherish the remarks forever. Please accept this token of our appreciation for being the guest speaker today. We know you have touched the lives of many Bermudians, and we know that you will continue to reach higher heights, always keeping your home country at the forefront of your endeavors. To our student speaker, Mr. Jaden Cheeseman, thank you for your honest approach towards addressing your fellow graduates. You have demonstrated leadership by taking on this daunting task of connecting and representing your fellow graduates. To that, I say, job well done. Please accept this token of our appreciation for your courage today. Well, everyone, that's a tough act to follow, the English lecturer, but nevertheless, I have a job to do. To everyone, thank you for your patience as we proceeded through today's wonderful ceremony celebrating the class of 2023. On behalf of the Board of Governors, we thank you all for attending today's celebration. To the parents, thank you for trusting us with your sons or daughters' next step in higher education. Trust is a key principle in any relationship and must be earned over a period of time. I hope that with today's celebrations, we have earned your trust, and we look forward to playing a vital role in future family, educational, training, and developmental needs. Perhaps many of you here today have been inspired by the graduates of 2023. Do know that Bermuda College will be there for your family. Okay. To assist in making their dreams come true. Remember, we have the Author Professional and Careers Education Program, a PACE, that might be of interest to some in attendance today. Congratulations goes to the parents, family, and support groups for all that you did to help your graduate across the finish line. This is a proud moment for you. Please take a moment to reflect on all the challenges you might have had to overcome to help your graduate. Recently, 2 weeks ago, I witnessed my daughter graduate from Northeastern University to receive a Bachelor of Science degree in chemistry. And I sat there like you all, marveled by the personal experience that she had to overcome in order to achieve this moment. You didn't get there alone. You got there with hard work and a support cast. So if you're emotional today, you're not alone. Let's all give the graduates' parents, family, and support group a round of applause. We know that most of the class of 2023 had a tremendous amount of support to reach this accomplishment. And we would like to thank those who quietly assisted the class of 23 reach this moment in time. Sometimes it's a quiet word of encouragement, or sometimes it's listening to a student rage on and on about getting a bad grade. Perhaps it could be just picking them up from a class or having a meal prepared for your graduate. Family, these small gestures are sometimes the difference which leads to today's accomplishment. What would we do without your quiet support? Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, let me turn my attention to the Bermuda College family. What can we say? The Board of Governors are so proud of what you do and how you do it. From the executive, faculty, support staff, administration, right down to the security team. You all play a critical role in making Bermuda's only tertiary institution perform at an extremely high level despite our limited resources. The Bermuda College family always has the student's experience at heart. This is communicated to the Board of Governors on a regular and consistent basis. And we are mindful of the shared sacrifices borne by many of you in the BC family. We thank you for all you do. Please, let's give them a round of applause. To my fellow governors, at this point in time, I'd like for you all to stand. You are some of the brightest minds in Bermuda and in the world given your chosen profession. Your dedication to higher education is unmatched. The time that you give to serve on the board is very honorable and does not go unnoticed or unappreciated, especially from me. I would like to publicly thank you for all that you do to help assist with higher education. Okay. Your generous support and your ability to continuously bring new energy to our board. Thank you. Now, I would like to acknowledge our president, Dr. Dorinda Green, who has been at Bermuda College for 38 years. Dr. Dorinda Green has gone from student to president. Now that's a tremendous feat and honor that we might not ever be matched, Dr. Dorinda Green, I want to commend you on your continuous dedication to Bermuda College and wish you all the best on your next phase of your life. You mentioned that you will be taking some personal time off, but eventually you're aiming to work in Bermuda and abroad, keeping the focus on higher education. Thank you for your unwavering dedication to Bermuda College and the Board of Governors. Can everyone please stand? Thank you. I also like to give special mention to Ms. Belinda Tucker. I want to say thank you for, Darrell, my apologies. Ms. Belinda Darrell. I want to say thank you for your continuous meeting our demands requested from the Board of Governors. I know it's not easy having heavy demands being placed upon you with your time and talents. To that I say thank you, thank you, thank you. He's around here somewhere. Finally, to the class of 2023, congratulations on making it this far. Job well done. You have reached a personal goal. This will be one of many accomplishments as you move forward in life. Learning never stops, so please be mindful of what helped you achieve today's accomplishments. Let it motivate you to keep pressing on. Let's be mindful of making mistakes. Some of the highest achievers in life have learned from tremendous misfortune and failures, such as Walt Disney, Lady Gaga, J.K. Rowling. At the time when J.K. Rowling was writing what was to become the most popular children's fictional series of all times, she was also at the lowest ebb of her life. Unemployed, she was described herself at the time as being as poor as it is possible to be in modern Britain without being homeless. She had a young child who was dependent on her and who she was raising alone, and she was struggling with clinical depression. When she first submitted the manuscript of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone to publishing houses, no fewer than 12 of them rejected it. Even when Bloomsbury accepted the novel, Rowling was advised by her editor that she ought to get a day job, as she would not be able to earn enough from writing to support herself. You know the rest of the story. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone became one of the top 5 best-selling books of all time, selling over 100 million copies. It and its sequels have made Rowling the first person in the world to become a billionaire by writing fiction. Graduates, embrace your struggles and failures. Constantly remind yourself you are not running a 100-yard dash, but a marathon, which requires some pain and suffering before you reach your ultimate goal. Class of 2023, you are all now proud alumni of Bermuda College. As alumni, it would be your honor and privilege to promote Bermuda College at every opportunity going forward. Many of you might go on to other institutions for higher learning. Please remember to be proud and mindful of the foundation you received here at Bermuda College. You are all ambassadors for Bermuda College and Bermuda. Remember this always. Graduates, I want you to always be protective of your mental health and well-being. Today, we have so much stress placed upon us directly and indirectly. I would encourage you all to constantly look after your mental and physical health. Better yet, I suggest you develop routines which protect your mental and physical health. Graduates, again, embrace your passions, find them. Some of you love to travel, read, cook, bake, garden, just to name a few things. These are wonderful diversions and help you keep life in perspective. Oprah Winfrey once said, "There is no such thing as failure. Failure is just trying to move us in another direction." Class of 2023, again, congratulations on this achievement. Go forward boldly and don't be afraid of failure. Thank you. To all you, I say thank you and wish you all the best going forward, and please be careful on these roads. This concludes our ceremony today.